Welcome to the Everyday Why channel, where we uncover the hidden logic behind the things you see every single day but rarely question. Simple stories, clear explanations, no jargon. Today, we're unpacking some fascinating engineering notes and aviation safety reports to figure out exactly how the industry ensures the truth endures its absolute darkest moments. Picture this. When a plane goes down, investigators immediately search for aviation's most famous technology, the silent witness to the flight.
Right. The very first thing rescue teams look for.
Exactly. But here's the fascinating part. If you actually found one in the wreckage, it wouldn't be black. It is actually a screaming neon orange.
Yeah, it's a very specific, authoritative shade. They call it international orange.
International orange.
Right, because it is designed to literally scream for attention. I mean, when investigators are combing through a chaotic crash site, say a dark jungle canopy or a blinding snowbank.
Or the pitch black deep sea.
Exactly. That color acts as an immediate beacon because time is everything in those moments.
And while we casually call it a box, looking at the technical specs, there are actually two distinct time capsules at work here.
Right, two entirely separate devices.
You have the flight data recorder that gives you the hard telemetry, essentially the plane's physical body. Speed, altitude, engine stress, flap positions.
Yeah, and right beside it is the cockpit voice recorder. So rather than mechanical telemetry, that provides the human context, the soul of the flight, if you will.
It captures the complete acoustic environment, right?
Everything, from the pilot's communications and physical inputs to ambient automated alarms, even the subtle clicks of switches on the control panel.
What really caught my eye is how these delicate electronics actually managed to survive a 500-mile-per-hour impact. It is incredible. I mean, I was looking at the crash test data where they literally crushed these things under tanks. How do they do it?
Well, it's largely the plane's geometry that gives them a fighting chance. They aren't kept up front in the cockpit with the pilots.
Oh, they're not.
No, they are bolted into the absolute tail section of the plane. That makes the entire rest of the fuselage act like a giant crumple zone. The front takes the massive initial impact.
But that initial impact is just phase one.
Yeah.
The aftermath is where the engineering really gets put to the test. They wear this incredible survival suit.
Yeah, the industry shifted from magnetic tape to solid-state memory boards precisely for that reason. Solid-state drives can withstand extreme violent shock without data loss.
Right, and those memory chips are sealed inside a massive titanium or stainless steel cylinder, packed with heavy-duty high-temperature insulation.
Because the torture tests to earn their wings are just intense.
They must endure being blasted by an 1100-degree Celsius fire.
Crushed under the weight of an actual tank.
And they have to hold up against the immense crushing pressure of the deep ocean.
Exactly.
So let me get this straight. They wrap this incredibly resilient titanium sphere in high-temp insulation, paint it screaming neon orange, and then we decide to call it a black box. Make it make sense.
Yeah, it is a bit of a contradiction, but it really comes down to two main theories.
Okay.
The first is quite literal. Some of the early prototypes from the 1950s might have actually been painted black, or they just ended up looking that way after severe fire damage.
That makes sense. What's the second?
The second stems from a broader scientific concept. In engineering, a black box is any system where you know the input's going in and the output's coming out.
But the internal workings remain a complete mystery to you.
Exactly. The name just stuck in the public consciousness long after the technology evolved into these sophisticated bright orange beacons.
It really is wild to think about.
It is a profound piece of human engineering, though. These devices prove that even in our most catastrophic moments, we have intentionally designed the truth to survive. But it makes you wonder. As we move toward real-time cloud data streaming for commercial flights, continuously transferring that telemetry via satellite instead of relying entirely on a physical hard drive is the era of the indestructible physical black box actually nearing its end.
If you enjoyed this story, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more everyday mysteries explained simply. See you in the next one.